When inserting a video in your slideshow, unfortunately, you're unable to go to Insert Video and then go in and insert one from YouTube. You can see this message right here. So what I'm going to show you today is how do you get a video in for your documentary. Well, the first thing you need to do is you need to spend some time on YouTube. You need to find your video, follow all the details from your instructor on the length and what you need to include. I have found one right here that is on YouTube. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use screencastify to record a small section of this video, save it on my Google Drive, make sure I pay reference to it and link to the original content. So I'll walk you through that step. So here's the video I want to use using screencastify. I've already watched it, and now I know I want to have 1 minute and 26 seconds of the video recorded. So here it is. I've already logged into my screencastify account. When I click up here, I need to change some settings though, because I don't want to record the microphone of my device. So I'm actually going to slide the microphone off. I also don't need to have my webcam, but I'm going to look at my show more options. Countdown, yes. I'm going to go ahead and change it to 10 seconds. I don't need drawing tools, but I am going to turn on the system audio because the system audio is going to record what is played on the computer. So I am good to go. I'm going to go ahead and start record. I'm going to hit record. It's going to ask me what I want to record. I'm going to share my system audio. And I'm on my countdown. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to go full screen. And I can see my countdown timer. I hit play.
At the time, I was the senior correspondent for USA Today Live, and I knew if I got into work before everybody else, I'd get sent to New York and cover this huge story, and that's what I wanted to do.
I'll make sure I don't have my mouse
so
on the
that's why I was
video,
frustrated
because
with
if I
the
put my
traffic.
mouse on the
And
video,
so
you'll
at
notice
one
you get
point, I
your
was just like,
information
you
top
gotta
and
calm
bottom.
down.
If I take
So I
it
rolled
off,
down the window, and when I
it
did,
goes
and I put
away,
my arm
and I
out
can
like
go
this,
ahead
that's
and
when I
watch.
went jet.
I know the time
And
that I
looked up
need
and
to
actually
end
saw it
at.
as it banked, and then I started to watch it, and it just started
I'm
accelerating.
just going to jump ahead
really.
to
It
where
was
I
like
want to end.
backing up her car and like slamming into the car behind her and trying to get
You
out,
would
and she
leave
ended
it
up going on the
playing
service
while and
road,
record the whole
and then
video.
it was chaos. All these cars started going in all different directions, and people were just trying to escape. And I recognized, this is my story, so I just pulled over and I stayed there and waited for the videographer that I worked with to arrive, which I thought would take 10, 20 minutes. It took 4 hours.
So I go ahead and stop my video, and then I can go ahead and stop my screencastify as well. Now you will notice this is my screencastify page, and I want to go in and edit a little bit because I got a little bit extra at the end. I also want to name it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it. So this is my interview 9/11 for my documentary. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this in my editor because I just have a little bit at the beginning and end that I want to work with. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my media from Drive. And when I go to add my media from Drive, you are going to find, you have a folder called Screencastify. And I'm going to go ahead and select the one that I just saved. The video will insert. So at the very beginning, right here is going to be where I want to start recording. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the extra pieces at the beginning. And then also right here, you'll notice when I clip over, that's where I'm transferring over and I'm getting out. So I'm going to go ahead and click on cut there. So I've gone through and saved that. So I'm going to go ahead and export that to Screencastify. So I'm going to have edited video 9/11 interview, and I'll hit save. So this is going through and saving in my Google Drive file. So I have to wait for it to process. While that is going through, I'll switch over to my slideshow, and I'm going to go ahead and go to insert. When I go to video, so I showed you yesterday that I went through and I was able to go right from YouTube. You don't have that option being under 18, but here's the one that I just worked on. That's the edited video. That's why I needed to know the name of it. So I hit select. Now this video goes in and it's still processing. You'll notice I can format the video. I can make it a little bit bigger. Eventually, after it's finally edited, I will be able to go ahead and click on that it would auto play. So the preview doesn't pop up, but if you go into present mode, click on the next one, the video is there and it will play.
At the time I was the senior correspondent for USA Today Live,
so
and I knew if I got it.
That will work for you to come in, and eventually, again, once the video processes, you'll have an option to have it to play automatic. Hope that helps you. You want to make sure after you insert your video that you go ahead and cite your sources. So I'm going to go ahead and add a text box on my slide because I need to make sure that I am paying reference to where the original interview came from. So I'm going to go here, grab the link, go back onto my slideshow, and then I'll go ahead and paste it in there. So make sure that you do have the link to the original video. You can format that however you need to. I'm actually going to go through and make sure it stands out a little bit more. I'm going to change the background of my actual text box, and then I'm going to make my font size just a little bit smaller and adjust things. So therefore I have a text box that automatically links to that video. So after you insert it from your drive, you need to make sure you do have the original source cited as well.